Hey guys, so today I'm cooking up a storm, so let's see what I'm making. So today I am making chicken enchilada, and in my slow cooker already I have some frozen chicken. I'll just cook it for a bit extra longer just because it is frozen, but if yours is not, you can do high 3 to 4 hours or low for about 6 hours. For me, I'm going to add 2 more hours onto that since mine is frozen. And then I am just going to add about a teaspoon of cumin and about the same of garlic salt. And then I am going to add 1 small can of green chilies and 1 215 millimeter enchilada sauce. I am just going to splash around some water in the enchilada sauce container, and then I'm going to add that into my slow cooker. Same with the green chili can. I also have another thing of enchilada sauce, but you'll need that later. And then simply I am going to put a lid on. I am going to set mine to high since I do want this to cook as soon as possible. And I'm going to cook it for about 6 hours if your chicken is frozen, or 3 or 4 if it is not. On high, in case I forgot to say that. And after 1 to 2 hours on high, your chicken should shred apart easily. Or if you're doing it on low, it'll be about 6 hours. Mine shreds apart nicely, so I can tell that it's ready to assemble and bake off in my oven. So to start, I am just going to break apart all of my chicken into shreds. You can also take 2 forks to do this, but I am just going to break it apart using my spoon. And then I am just going to lay out my tortillas. And I'm going to fill them, and I'm going to roll them and place them same side down in my casserole dish. But before I do that, I want to take some of the juice from the slow cooker and kind of coat the bottom in the sauce, just so that the tortillas don't stick. If you find you won't have enough, you can also use the second bottle of enchilada sauce, which is what I'm going to do here. And just kind of spread out all that juice on the bottom of your pan. Now let's get rolling. And now just roll it up after you spread it out a bit and place it same side down in your pan. Make sure to pour all the remaining juice over your tortillas. That is really hot. Guess my chef hands don't work today. Just pour it all over. Not gonna waste any of that. And now that we have these almost ready to go, I am just gonna preheat my oven to 350. And now with the remaining enchilada sauce that I have here, I am just gonna pour it over all of my tortillas and kind of spread that over. If you want crispy edges, you don't have to take it fully to the edge, but I am going to do that with mine. Don't forget to rinse out your jar and also pour that over top with just a small amount of water. And now the final step is to pour over a bunch of cheese, because everything tastes better with cheese, right? And just kind of spread that out evenly amongst all the tortillas. And now that our oven has preheated, I'm just going to throw these in for 20 minutes until the cheese is nice and melted. While that goes, I am just going to chop up some coriander, also known as cilantro, and I'm going to add it on top as soon as it's done cooking. If you don't like cilantro, you can also do parsley or something like green onions. Bunny goes a long, long way, goes a long, long way. Bunny goes a long way. It starts with the bunch right here, and it's a mile to the other bunch. When you randomly break out in random song just for fun. And look how good that looks, topped with some fresh cilantro. It looks amazing. I am going to try it out as soon as it cools down for a second here. But first, let's give it a moment of its own. I'm not going to lie, this hasn't cooled quite yet, but I'm kind of excited and impatient to get eating this. So let me just take a little from the corner, blow on it, and now let's try. And yes, I went in for a second bite. So my conclusion for this recipe, if you love enchiladas and a little bit of heat, this is the recipe for you. It's not so hot that the heat lingers, but it also has like a ton of flavor in the sauce. And a perfect complement to this, if I had any, would probably be like sour cream or avocado or something like that. But I love the flavor. It is so full of flavor. The chicken is nice and tender because we slow cooked it first. And I really have nothing bad to say about this recipe. It is just that good. So take with that what you will. And until next time, a banana.